I'm here today with my youngest daughter, Caitlin. Caitlin, how old are you?
8.
8. All right, so Caitlin is here to help me cook. This is how easy the recipe is. Actually, Caitlin could probably do this. So a couple weeks back, I started talking about protein powder and using protein powder in recipes. I shared a couple quick, easy protein powder recipes that I love. I have a few more that are really quick, easy, super and clean. Today's is a little bit more fun, which is why Caitlin wanted to join, because this is Caitlin's favorite recipe and she loves having these brownies on hand. So are you ready for these clean, internet keeps talking, clean, healthy, vegan, so they're dairy-free, egg-free, but they do, well, no, I'm using collagen. That makes them not, but you could use pea protein, so whatever. Make them vegan if you want, depending on the protein powder you use. Are you ready? Let's get started. You ready to help? All right, so Caitlin, my big helper, has already put some muffin liners in. Now, I just said I'm making brownies, but here's pro tip number 1. If you're making brownies but you want portion control, here's your automatic portion control. Now you don't have to worry about having your pan of brownies and trying to cut out just the right amount. Now you can go ahead and take your own
Why is it dirty?
well, because I use it for pumpkin. Or maybe you want to decide how much you want your little one to have, because that's how good this recipe is. So last week, when I started cooking with protein powder, one of the things I talked about is how I love using canned pumpkin. And I use this as a replacement that you would often see in recipes with like mashed banana, sometimes mashed yams or sweet potatoes, sometimes applesauce. The reason I said I liked canned pumpkin is because for the amount, we're going to have a substantial decrease in calories. So a cup of pumpkin is going to be far less than if I were to mash up a whole bunch of super ripe bananas. The calories are going to be a lot less. So it's lower in calories, lower in sugar, and we know, look at that bright orange color. Oh, I kind of missed the bowl over there. Looking at the camera while I scoop my pumpkin is never a good thing. And we know with the bright orange color, we're getting a lot of great, this is why she likes to cook with me. Okay, so I'm starting with a cup of canned pumpkin. Not pumpkin pie mix, just plain canned pumpkin. Now, while Caitlin's mixing that, I've already melted, I've got half a cup of melted almond butter. All right, so we're gonna, can you scoop that in, like really get every last drop? So I've tried a lot of different almond butters. You probably have your favorite. This is my absolute favorite, Maranatha. Maranatha? Maranatha, let's go with that. For cooking, the creamy, I think it's pretty good. And I've tried a lot of different ones. So definitely a creamy almond butter. So all we've added so far, 1 cup of pumpkin, 1/2 cup melted. Get that stuff melted or this is gonna be super chunky. Let's give you the whisk. Okay, so 1/2 cup of melted almond butter. Now, let's start to sweeten this. Again, we're going to use 1/4 cup of dark, unsweetened cocoa powder. So I have tried different cocoa powders, and I tell you, at the end of the day, I think Hershey's is the best. I use it for everything. So 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder is going into this mix. And then, now if I were making these just for myself, I might skip the maple syrup, okay? When I make it for the kids, they like the maple syrup. I personally would probably sweeten it with stevia, again, to just kind of cut down on the sugar and the calories. My kids don't like the taste of stevia, and if I use it too much, you know, they're on to me. So I'm using these brownies. It's not a whole lot. So 1/4 cup goes into the whole thing of pure maple syrup. Okay, now we are going to add our protein powder. So whatever protein powder you like, I just happen to have on hand right now collagen from Ancient Nutrition, and it's vanilla. I mean, I guess chocolate would have been a better idea since these are chocolate brownies, but honestly, it just blends right in. So just add a couple scoops of protein powder and try not to breathe in the protein powder fumes, huh? And pretty much your brownies are done. And like, that's it. I know, it does smell good. She's my little cooking elf. Okay, then, here's the next little pro tip. If you're making these for kids, we love the Enjoy Life chocolate chips. Definitely go for the minis, because a little bit will go a lot further than if you get, you know, just regular size chocolate chips. So now we add in approximately a quarter cup of mini chocolate chips. But this is how it always has to go, right? You want to? We've washed hands, right? Okay, so now she's gonna go ahead and she likes to. We estimate the quarter cup, and she always likes to steal one out or so. Oh yeah, she got one mini. Okay, after the video you get more. So that's it. We had a cup of canned pumpkin, a half a cup of melted almond butter. We had a quarter cup pure maple syrup. We added some pumpkin. Am I missing anything? Did I say the cocoa powder? Because we had a quarter cup of cocoa powder. Okay? And I guarantee you these will be the best little vegan, gluten-free, healthy brownies that you could make. So I'm not going to take you through the whole baking process, but what we're going to do next, put this into my, how many do we have? 3, 6, 9, 12. We have 12. We're going to scoop it into our 12 little muffin liners here, pop them in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. Now here's the thing, you want them to be just a smidge soft and gooey when you take them out, because overbaked, they're not so great, but you want them to be, and in fact, when she eats them with a spoon. Like that's how soft we keep them. So I hope you like these brownies. I still have about 3 other recipes I would love to share with you, and in fact, that was my plan today, but I had a brownie request from this little one, and so we had to get the brownies going. I'll save, let me know what you think. All right, is that it? You want to say goodbye? And I'll log off. Bye for now.